It happens to a lot of us. We watch a movie, we pace for a friend, or we volunteer for an event. And all of a sudden we find ourselves with that ultramarathon bug. We're jazzed up, excited to go, and ready to buy new gear, only to burn out and turn away altogether. I hate everything. Over the last 5 years, I've seen a lot of people start on their ultramarathon path, only to have them burn out a few months later. Oh, this is the worst. I don't want that to happen to you. I want to make sure we do all we can to make sure you become this person. I want to make sure that as you start out on this journey, that you know exactly what's required. There's a few things that I wish I would have known before I started. Here's a list of 3 things that you must have if you want to see your running dreams come true, and 1 thing that surprisingly you don't have to have yet. First is time. Now this should come as no surprise, but training for an ultramarathon takes a lot of time. During the heavy training weeks, it can take as much as 16 hours a week, or as little as 6 hours in the early weeks. Now, don't be afraid of the numbers. Most of that training is spread throughout the entire week. 15 minutes of stretching in the morning and at night, runs a couple times during the week, a big gym session, and usually a big run on the weekend. It's a lot, but by setting your priorities, you can get it all in. But yes, it will cut into your Netflix time. But trust me, you'll get over it. This next thing you must have, and it is by far the hardest on this entire list. The next one will destroy your body and crush your finish line dreams. I'm not joking. This is the one that sneaks up on you and derails your running dreams. You must have patience. Right, hold up 1 second. You're saying I need patience to run an ultramarathon? Absolutely yes. And it all has to do with your body. Let's use cycling for an example. In endurance cycling, you can get really strong really fast. Due to cycling being a low impact sport, most of what you do is strengthening your muscles. Muscles grow relatively strong, relatively fast. You can push your abilities quite quickly. Running, on the other hand, is a waiting game. Your muscles will get really strong, really fast, leaving your joints, your tendons, and your bones trying to play catch up. This also gives you a false sense of strength in thinking that you can run a little farther, climb a little higher, until injury. And then when you're injured, you have to be even more patient while your IT bands or tendonitis starts to heal up. So go slow. Understand that if you have 100-mile ultra dreams, it's going to take you at least 3 years to get to that point. Your body will evolve and adapt. But be patient. You'll get there. So don't push it too hard. Trust in the process and be patient. The next item on the list is a must. It's what will help you find the time and the patience to endure. Number 3 is desire. You need to be fully committed to reach your goal. When it's snowing outside and the training plan says 13 miles, you get your gear and you go outside and you run 13 miles. You gear up and you make it happen. It's in those moments you prove to yourself that you really do have what it takes. You also learn what it takes to run in less than ideal conditions. It's in those moments that you'll gain the confidence and the technical know-how that you will need on race day. As you go through training and races, you will inevitably want to give up. We all feel that way. It's part of the experience. Finding a running partner, or better, a group, can really increase your training accountability. Can't find anyone? Trust me, sometimes it's hard to find somebody to go for an 18-mile run in the winter with. And sometimes it's just easier to go by yourself. But hold yourself accountable. Make sure that every box gets checked. When it says you have to do a gym session, do the gym session. When it says you have to run 13 miles, you run 13 miles. Life can get in the way and prevent you from doing things, but don't use it as an excuse not to do it. Try to find other opportunities to get that same mileage in. And that's it. Those are the 3 things that you must have to begin your ultramarathon training. Time, patience, and desire. Without those, your ultra dreams can quickly disappear. Now, you will notice that health was not on the list. And I did that very intentionally. To run an ultra, you do need to be in good health. But to begin training, you don't. Health will come over time as you stick to your plan. Your body will begin to adapt as you keep going and are patient. Don't wait to be in shape before you start. The health aspect will come naturally. Just remember to be patient. If you're not a runner, it may take some time for your body to adapt to this new way of life. Just remember, you will want to go far, fast, but don't go slow. All right, it's time. If you've got the time, the patience, and desire, it's time to get you a training plan. Click on this video and we'll talk about finding the right training plan for you. Well, I guess if everybody has this feeling, I guess I can keep going. Oh, that doesn't make it any easier. Oh.